the backhand and forehand reset in slow motion. Now is the time for innovation here at the Pickleball Pirates. Pickleball lovers, please leave comments, please subscribe, and don't forget to have a good day. If you're looking to make that jump to the 4-5 and 5-0 level, you need that forehand reset. So let's take a look in slow motion right now. We just upgraded cameras here at the Pickleball Pirates. Innovation is not dead, after all. Joey, what are they going to learn? How to hit the backhand and forehand reset. You will see what you're doing wrong and the most common mistakes of each, and you're going to learn a lot. And who is that senior pro, American icon, Scott Moore? That's me in the top left-hand corner. I'm playing him, and he can reset extremely well. I'll put this in slow motion. This is what you'll be able to do after this video. And watch this point in slow motion. Watch Scott. That ball may have been going out, but look at that reset and look at this two-handed reset, because in the backhand, that's a two-handed and one-handed reset, and Cliff messed up. What did he do wrong? We'll find out right now. This is super slow motion of the two-handed backhand reset. If it's coming really low, I like to have two hands on it. The reason being, it makes it a lot more stable. The backhand reset is easier to hit than the forehand reset by most students. When I'm teaching my students, I think they learn the backhand reset better because they can use the left hand to stabilize it, but you don't have to. This is a one-handed backhand reset. Notice my wrist is pretty much locked. I'm not swinging very much. It's mostly grip pressure that's dictating where I want the ball to go on the court. The key to resetting is grip pressure. If I want to make the ball go farther with my resets, I have a firmer grip. If it's coming really hard, I have a really loose grip. That way we can recoil. This is an example of a really hard shot. I'm in the bottom left-hand corner. Take a look at it in slow motion. The ball's coming so hard, I'm putting my left hand to stabilize it, but I swing too much. Scott Moore hits both a two-handed reset and a one-handed reset on that backhand. It's so simple for that one-handed backhand. He's not swinging. Look at the paddle. It literally is grip pressure. This is a two-handed reset. If you take a look, I kind of hit it on the edge of the paddle. So should I have hit a one-handed or two-handed reset? I guess it depends on what you're comfortable with, and you might have more time to hit a one-handed backhand opposed to two, so the setup is shorter for the one-handed backhand, and I make it there. To bounce or not to bounce? That is a question for reset. This question I ask to many pickleballers, and I get different answers every single time. I ask them, do you take the reset off the bounce or out of the air? A lot of people say off the bounce because they have more time to get set up. However, some people say, especially if you're playing 5-0, it spins way more with these carbon fiber paddles. So if you let it bounce, it might have a funny bounce and you might miss it more. Two schools of thought, one to live by. I don't know which one. If I'm playing a 5-0 tournament against really good players, I want to take it out of the air. I really do. That's me personally, but I think most 5-0 players would say that because of this reason. You get some funny hops with those carbon fiber paddles. As I said before, take a look at this reset. Is it the right form? Kind of. I liked that I had the paddle out in front of me. I didn't bring it behind me, but I could have probably went a little more horizontal in that case. Maybe I tried to be too cute. Maybe, and maybe this was a very good reset. Pretty high though, right? You could take a look at that Colin John series. He talks about resets. This is an example of what not to do. Do not bring your paddle back. Keep it out in front of you. When you bring it back, it has to go forward, and it's going to go too far horizontal. I think you took geometry in high school. If you did it, my apologies. Actually, no, I really didn't like that subject. This is another example of what people do wrong on that one-handed backhand reset. Too risky. Too risky. Again, you get the power with the reset with grip pressure, not a wristy movement. And take a look at the forehand reset. Was this a good shot? Because we're going to get in the forehand reset right now, so strap in. The biggest mistake I see people make with that forehand reset, they bring it back too far. They don't keep the hand right in front of them. It's very important. It really is, because if you bring it back this way, what do you have to do? You have to move this way, which is horizontal, opposed to vertical. Vertical. This is a huge mistake 3-5 players make. It really is. Take a look at this forehand reset. Was this the right motion? No. It was too risky. Take a look at this forehand reset. What do I like about it? I kept the paddle out in front of me. I'm using my offhand to keep me balanced. It's not super wristy. I'm using grip pressure to dictate how far I want the ball to go in the court. Here's another reset, same angle, but take a look. That grip is locked in place. I'm not doing a lot with my wrist at all. It is locked in place. I don't know how I can be more clear. And speaking of being more clear, keep that paddle out in front of you. What did I do wrong on this example? I took the paddle back. It had to go forward. You took geometry in high school, I believe. I'm not sure. You never really answered that question. But this is a bad mistake 3-5 players make. As I said before, it really is. Speaking of bad mistake 3-5 players make, too wristy. And that's what I mean. Look at the wrist. You can see it move. Scientifically, it moved in that example. And again, this is me playing Scott Moore. Look at that beautiful reset. Just beautiful reset. The first one's a forehand. We're going to go back right now. You thought I lost you? No, I'm a step ahead of you. I really am. So that is a beautiful example of a forehand reset. One more time. Wrist locked. Is this a good example of a good forehand reset? Take a look. I let it bounce, right? That's okay. You got it? It's too wristy. What about this one? Is this a good example of a reset? Wrist locked, paddle out in front. I like it. I really do. How about this one? Took it out of the air. Wrist locked, paddle out in front. It's a little lower, but that's okay. I like that one. How about this one? Was this a good forehand reset? Sure. Sure it was. Might be a little elaborating. How about this one? I think you're getting the hang of it. You saw me take the paddle back. Where is that going to go? Too far forward. You're going to be in trouble. You're not going to have enough time to get to the kitchen, right? And how about this one? Is this a good shot? No.
Pickleball lovers, have you seen slow motion of the backhand flick and roll? Now is in time for innovation, so please click on it right now and don't forget to have a good day.